Okay, so finishing up my video from that I got cut off on my phone. Apparently only will do a 12 plus minute video. So what do the sayings salt of the earth, light of the world mean? Again, if your salt is treated as foolish, the word can be used for being seen as folly, being convicted as folly. Paul uses the word in 1 Corinthians, has not God made foolish the wisdom of the wise? And this is the idea of God convicting the world of folly. And so to be made foolish, the salt being made foolish is to be rejected, essentially, to be seen as something that is not right and is to be rejected, and naturally then it's seen as good for nothing and trampled underfoot by men. The light of the world, that's the only one that Jesus actually gives the command, let your light shine before men. Salt of the earth is just something you are, according to the Beatitudes, if that describes you. The light of the world, on the other hand, he says, let your light shine before men so that they might glorify your Father who is in heaven. So this is your righteousness showing before men, as the Beatitudes state. You're going to be righteous, you're going to be afflicted for it. The salt is getting at the affliction part. The light of the earth light of the world rather, seems to be getting at the possibility that our righteousness can lead to others glorifying God, which is, of course, why we would exhibit it in the first place. So, in other words, the only imperative of the two elements, salt and light, is let your light shine before men. The goal of that is for people to glorify your Father who is in heaven. The salt of the earth, as a result of being who you are, you might be trampled underfoot. In fact, you can expect that. And so this, I think, interpretation fits with the meaning of the Beatitudes. It helps us to see the one thing that Jesus has been saying the whole time, instead of, we like to make Jesus or Paul or whoever the author is sort of switch topics back and forth, when really they're very consistent in the things they say and how they develop their thoughts. And so you might not be totally convinced by my argument, but you might want to check out that article by Don Garlington and see if it's not convincing. Well, as I said, I don't even agree with it on everything, but see if it doesn't get you thinking about what salt really means. Remember, it wasn't communicated in the 21st century the way we think of salt, and even us looking back and saying, well, it was used as a preservative. Well, it was, but for Jesus and the Jewish people, this would have had a covenantal overtone to it as well, most definitely. So I hope that's helpful, and I'll sign out now.